Good morning. Oh, I'm bloody knackered. I'm hot, I'm sweaty. It was raining when I left, although this was meant to be a dry spell for today. The forecast is awful. So I've put my Gore-Tex on. I'm way too hot. I don't know if you can see how wet my hat is on the inside. Sweating like it's going out of fashion. Today's plans have gone out the window. Not only is the weather going to be rubbish, it's lovely now, but it's not going to last. I wasn't that fussed about going out and doing a wet weather camp. That's not the end of the world. But Mark rang me this morning. He'd had a terrible night at home, and he's just not camping this weekend. He's going to try and catch up on some sleep. And that got me to thinking, do I want to just sit there all evening under a tarp because it's raining and I can't go anywhere on my own? It just doesn't light my fire, to be honest. So I don't mind a solo when I can have a wander about and sort of explore and do stuff, but trapped under a tarp or trapped in a tent, even worse, for a whole night or a whole evening and then a whole night, it doesn't really do it for me. It's not what it's about. So I like to be out properly outdoors, So plans have changed. I'll come out today in this supposedly lit brief dry window, and I've actually brought something with me that I was going to have for lunch if I'd gone camping, but I thought, well, I might as well have it while I'm out for my walk. And it's something that you won't have seen me have before. Certainly I've never used it camping before. It's something I love at home, but yes, something a bit odd. It's while that weather's okay, I think I'll put up a shelter of some description first, because you know what's going to happen. I'm going to start cooking and it's going to start raining. So yeah, let's get a shelter up first. Right, I'm going to start with a line up this tree, absolutely as high as humanly possible. As high as I can reach, anyway. Reach and still do the knot. That should do. That's about what, 7 foot or so. I don't know, I can't measure it. I'm 6 foot. 7 foot, something like that. And I'm going to fix it low over there somewhere. This tree should do. Ooh, my line won't get hooked up on the floor. Look about right. Yeah, maybe a little lower. Oh, standing on my line. Come on, fingers. My fingers aren't working. That'll do. I've got my DD multicam 3x3 or 10 feet by 10 feet, however you like to think about it. And the reason this was out and available was the plan this weekend. So I was going to do a full sort of DD setup using this, my big DD XL hammock, my DD sleeping bag. We even got the t-shirt out. But yeah, these things change, so it was just the time to wing it a bit. Throw this over that sloped line and set it up in a diamond, a little bit like a plough point, but not quite. Right, I want the stick. And loop. Like that. Now I want to stick for the other end. Ooh, that's a bit soggy. That's better. Orange pegs today. I ain't got to worry about being stealthy. It's not like I'm going to be here for the night. Yep, that'll do. Right, well I've had a bit of a change of heart. I did tell you I was winging it a bit today. I'm going to take this side that's pinned to the floor, run it out to that tree instead. I think this guideline will be long enough. We'll find out in a minute. Ooh, not quite. About this one. Oh, that's the bugger. Just pegged it out wide instead. I could do it with a bungee. I don't like failing. Let's have a look. Get out. What is it with bungees? They love to hook into everything you don't want them to hook into. That one will be better. There we go. I can live with that. Oh. Sounds like someone's in here with a dog. I see horses in the distance. Who knows? I thought I was in here alone. Well, as you saw, these things don't always go to plan. I've never put one up in this particular spot using these particular trees, and although I had an idea up here, it didn't actually work out how I wanted it. So, improvise. Never be afraid to change plans halfway through. If it's not working, do something else. And it's one of the reasons why I always carry this little pouch when I'm using my tarp. Now I normally refer to this as my setup pouch. and my guy line. Got a couple of those in there with carabiners on the end, so I can clip them on at any point to make any shape. My main ridge line with its prusik knots, that lives in here. Assortment of pegs, bungees, you name it. But with that, I know it's extra to carry, something else, but I can make any bloody shape you can think of to fit any area. I'm glad it came with me. Right, what time we got? Coming up for 1. Let's get some lunch on. Now, I said it was going to be something a bit unusual for lunch. Whenever I order a Chinese, I always have the hot and sour soup as a starter. I love hot and sour soup. And when I was in the supermarket on Friday night doing the shopping for the week, I found that they do it in there. Now I dare say this is going to be nothing like the Chinese one or as good as the Chinese one. But as soon as I saw it, I thought, I've got to try this. So yeah, hot and sour soup. And I've brought a bread roll with me to dip it in as well. Quite looking forward to that. Right, let's get the old Frangier lit. Get that thing going. Time to decant my soup. Get all the bits out. That's that. Pack that away in a minute. It'll sit there nice and flat. Let's hope so. Let's put the lid on. Keep the bits out. Sit, stay, do not spill my soup. Right, let's see what this soup's like. That should be ready. Let's deal with the hot stove first. Soup off. Snuff that? Yep. Right, let's do that then. Brought along a little bread roll to dip in it. In the good old Ziploc bag. Then all my rubbish can go in there when I'm done. Take out a half bit of roll, keep the bugs out. Right. Here. Certainly doesn't smell as sort of pungent as the one I get from the Chinese. That's really, really sour, really vinegary, but really nice. Oh, it's sour. It's not bad actually. Quite an acceptable second place, shall we say. I mean, this sort of thing that's mass produced, it's never going to be the same as a, you know, a little local family run Chinese where they're making everything fresh that day, you know. But for a factory produced one, this ain't bad at all. Right, we'll get on with this and I'll see you in a minute. I forgot how good this little bag was. I haven't used this for a long time. So of course you can carry it like that. Yeah, it's got rucksack straps as well. It's one I normally not use if I'm going on a trip, on holiday or whatever. But yeah, good bag. Right, time to get out of here before that weather changes. See you on the next video.